Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I thought I would do a baby update. My video for my first trimester update has been deleted for some awkward reason on my camera. I meant to refilm that ages ago. I just clocked the other day when I was trying to edit it and it was gone. So I was kind of pissed off and really annoyed that it was gone. So I'm going to have to refilm it now, right now again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk through, I'm just going to put 2 in 1. So I'm going to do my first trimester now and also talk about my second trimester, which I was thinking of just talking about my first trimester right now, but then I'm in my third trimester at the moment. I am 28 weeks pregnant, 28 weeks and 3 days pregnant right now. But I filmed one when I was 16 weeks. My first trimester update, but that got deleted as I said before. So now I'm just going to refilm. I think I'm just going to combine the 2 trimesters together and make a really long video, or I might just split this video into 2. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably split this video into 2. Let's just see how long this video is and then I'll know what I want to do. But yeah, so let's start with the first trimester. I found out, let's continue from the last video that's on this channel. I found out I was pregnant at 4 weeks, exact 4 weeks. I found out really early with baby number 2 this time around. I found out really early because I could tell, because I've been pregnant before with my son, my oldest son, Jaden. But because I was pregnant with him, I did not know that I was pregnant. Plus, I didn't realize the body changes that you go through when you're pregnant. So this time around, I kind of knew definitely that I was pregnant. Sorry. I need to be comfortable. I'm so not comfortable sitting like straight ahead. So I didn't know I was pregnant with my son till I was like 3 months pregnant, and then that's when I knew, like we did a pregnancy test together, and that's how I found out. I thought I was about 8 weeks when I found out with my son, but I was about, when I got to the appointment, I was 16 weeks along, which was like 4 months pregnant, and I didn't know. I thought I was about 12 weeks when I got the appointment. I was 4 weeks ahead of I thought I was less than 4 weeks, whatever. It's hard to explain. Yeah, so I didn't know till late down, but for this baby now I know definitely because I missed my period. I have an app, like I talked in the other video, last video, about how I conceived. If you haven't seen that before, you can click on the iCard somewhere up top here and you can go with that and then come back to here and then you will kind of understand what I'm talking about. But I have a nurture app on my phone that tells me when I ovulate and my period, when it meant to come and all of that, and when should I start having baby dancing and all of those type of things. So I kind of used the app for that, and it worked out really good that I knew when I was high fertile rate for that day. I was like, yeah, we definitely have to baby dance today. But I didn't really conceive through the app. I kind of conceived on my own because I used the app for like the first 2 months of trying to conceive, which I kind of got pregnant the second month, but I didn't really use the app. I used the app in the first beginning. My boyfriend just told me, let's not use the app anymore. Just do it whenever we feel like we want to do it. And that's how we kind of got pregnant. So pregnancy brain. So yeah, let's continue. I want to check if I was in focus. If I look down, it's because I'm checking that I'm in focus. My Apple laptop is right here, so I need to just make sure I'm in focus every time because the camera's way over that side. But anyways, yeah, so let's start with the symptoms then. Let's just go into the symptoms. So symptoms wise, the first, I think 5.5 weeks pregnant, I started to feel nauseous from certain smells. So my boyfriend, well, my fiance, where he proposed, he proposed in June. So yeah, my fiance and I, we went to a restaurant, and I think we went to his friend's restaurant and the smell bothered me so bad that I was like, what is that smell? And then I started to feel nauseous, and that's the first symptom I had, was nauseousness. And then the smell got so bad that I just started to feel more nauseous, and I just had to get away from the smell. And it's made me start to gag as well. So I started to have the gagging right after the nauseousness, when the nauseousness gets too high and I start to gag. That's another symptom I also developed, which was like horrible. Also, yes, so my son and everyone just came back from church, so you're gonna hear loads of noise now because I'm in the living room, and I thought it would be more comfortable in the living room if I filmed in here rather than in my room, because it's really not comfortable. But yeah, so where was I? Symptoms. So symptoms wise, I've been having nauseousness, gagging since about 5.5, 6 weeks pregnant. My symptoms started. My back problems started about 10 weeks. When I was 10 weeks pregnant, my back problems started. I remember motion would, going on the bus would make me sick. Moving up and down would make me sick. Certain smells, I couldn't eat any form of meat. So chicken, beef, the only thing I could eat was fish and rice and certain foods and fruits. I loved fruits. I loved fruits before I was pregnant, and I still really love fruits. So during the early pregnancy, that's all I could eat. Sorry guys, so my son's gonna join me. He is right here. And he's looking at me in focus. He's just looking at the laptop because he can see himself from here. But anyways, he's just gonna join me for the time being. Alright, so continue symptoms wise. I was very nauseous. Still nauseous. I still get nauseous once in a while. But yeah, we were at 10 weeks. Distraction much. So 10 weeks pregnant, nauseousness and the gagging was the extreme. I thought I would never eat meat again. I just thought, this is it. I'm never going to eat meat for this whole pregnancy. I vomited, I gagged a lot. This morning sickness was way worse than with my son. This morning sickness is way worse with this baby than with Jaden, because Jaden was just like, I didn't even know I was pregnant, to be honest, because I didn't have any symptoms at all. The only thing I had was like upset stomach. With this baby, I didn't really have. I had headaches as well. That was another thing I had. I had minor, like very small headaches once in a while. The gagging was so bad that if I smell chicken, beef, or any of those sorts of meat, or goat meat, because Africans, my boyfriend's African, so he has meat, those type of meats he eats as well. They would make me sick to the point where I'd be non-stop gagging, like I can't breathe, gag. And because my stomach was empty, I wouldn't really vomit. And then I had loss of appetite as well, which was horrible. I love food, I'm a foodie. So imagine having loss of appetite. It's like the worst thing ever, because you love to eat, but then you can't eat. And then like going places, you're like, oh, I wish I could go for dinner. But then you're like, ooh, they serve chicken, and you're like, ooh. Or they serve steak, which is like, ooh. And then you're like, yeah, the only thing you can eat is like plain rice. That's all I had. I had just like sides, like chips alone, no chicken, no meat, nothing. I felt like I had loads of veggies all the time and fruits. That's all I ate for the first trimester of my entire this fat baby number 2 pregnancy. Like, this entire trimester was rough. I was exhausted. I don't know why I was so tired. I think during every pregnancy you're always tired in the beginning bits, which is kind of normal, but then, you know, you just feel really, really sick all the time. So it's just, yeah, and I couldn't even film any videos. That's why I've been slacking on the channel, because I've been so sick, and I'm literally just recovering from flu right now, and I think I'm getting back flu again because I have a cold. So if you hear me doing sniffles through the video, it's because I have a cold. Just thought I would say that. So yeah, the next thing, let's go into the about 11-12 weeks. I still was really nauseous and sick, but then it was starting to ease down a bit. I could kind of eat chicken-ish to an extent. I could kind of eat pieces of chicken, but they would have to be very spicy for me to eat it. Like, I'd have to have loads of pepper on it, and I'd have to disguise it, and it would have to be well cooked till close to being burnt, and I could only eat the skin of it, the chicken. So it got to that bit where I'm trying to force myself to get back into meat. I'm trying to get slowly back into eating meat again. So, you know, it's hard to do that when you're like always sick and yeah, nauseous and all of that. And because meat and everything like that made me sick in the first place. So, yeah, it was kind of hard getting back into that. Eating meat, but I tried to do that first slowly, and then slowly get into eating the bits inside, then making sure I get that in pepper, make sure that's very peppery before I can eat it. So about 15-16 weeks into the second trimester, about 13 weeks, I started to feel much better. That means I'm transitioning into second trimester, and that's another symptom I have. I can't talk. I cannot pronounce words to save lives out here. I cannot pronounce words. It's so bad that I'll be talking and then I'll forget what I was meant to say. Baby brain as well. I have really bad baby brain with this baby than with my son. I had baby brain with him, but it wasn't as bad as before. So I started to feel much better around 13, 14 weeks. I started to feel much better. And this video is all over the place. I know that, sorry. With my son coming in and then distractions, and I thought I would just sit down and just do a really quick update, but this video is going to be super long because my son's here and I'm going to have to stop a couple times. So second trimester was I had so much energy. I had so much energy, more than the first trimester, which was horrible. I felt more relief. I had more energy really to go out and do stuff rather than being in bed all day, and I could like get up and do things. But then I have like a back problem, so that kind of didn't make it much happy, but I still was much better. I slowly started to eat meat again and get back into that whole you can eat chicken with rice and stuff like that rather than just eat rice alone or eat with fish or something like that. I'm stuck with fish. And then I kind of just could eat, slowly getting back into meat again, which was really good. What else? Symptoms wise, I don't really have any really horrible symptoms other than they just started to go away. I was still nauseous. I gagged once in a while, but that kind of slowly got away. What else happened in the second trimester? Not much. That's why I want to do like trimesters, because it's much easier and better if I just do it like that. Now I'm in the third. I just entered the third on Thursday, and today is Sunday. So yeah, I just entered the third trimester. And I think close to the end now is when I had like horrible symptoms. I felt really heavy, and I started to have pelvic pain, which I didn't have any of those things until close to the end with Jaden. So it was a bit way different than with the first one. So the second one was a bit difficult, very difficult, and so back problem, way worse now. Loads of aches and pains everywhere. And then the baby would kick down low, which would start giving me pelvic pain, like I said before. It would move more to the left side, my pelvic pain. So if I lie on one side for too long, then I start to feel like, okay, I need to move because it starts to feel like it's hurting. Then as soon as I shift my body, then I feel it more, because I know that he was lying on something onto the left. Yeah. Then also having lightning crotch, which is not fun. That hurts so bad. I don't know what he's doing. Oh. I just kind of sell out the gender. Oh yeah, and I also had a gender reveal at 20 weeks. I forgot to say that. Yeah, I had a gender reveal at 20 weeks. It was so much fun. I am going to do a video on that, which should be the video after this one. Hopefully, I think. If I can edit in time, it'll be the video after this one, which will be the gender reveal. And then I'm going to do like a sit down like this and talk through of what happened, because I didn't really vlog it that much, and my sister kind of showed little clips of it, so I'm going to put those together and then make like an actual video and talk through what happened and all of that. So if I do say the gender throughout this video, it's because I already know it, and I probably hinted it a couple times of what it is. So yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, I'll try not to do that while I continue. But anyways, yeah, the lightning crotch thing, horrible. I still don't know what to do to relieve that pain of like that pelvic thing. I'm gonna have to research like what to do about that, but someone told me that I should have like a warm bath, but then I don't want to have a bath every time I'm feeling it. Like, suppose I'm out, what am I meant to do? So then yeah, I don't know. And then also the baby lies on, like, I can tell that he lies on some form of a vein, because all of a sudden my chest will start to hurt, which is weird. So I feel like he's lying on something there that he's not meant to lie on. And kicking something he's not meant to kick. Also, midwife appointments, I should kind of say, talk about as well, like, midwife appointments, I am doing great. I'm 11 stone and 11.1 stone. I don't know how much I weigh right now. And then at the 16-week appointment, the baby's heart rate was 140. Yeah, and my blood pressure was fine. Everything was perfectly fine. I had a midwife appointment on Wednesday. This week Wednesday just gone. Yeah, I had a midwife appointment on the 10th of October. The heart rate was 148, and that was a 28-week update, so they took blood from me again, the second time, the final. This is going to be the last time they take blood from me, so I'm excited about that. I hate needles, so yeah. What else? Symptoms wise, that's all I'm having at the moment. I don't really have anything else, rather than still have my back problem. I still get nauseous like once in a while, but it's really once in a blue moon. I don't gag anymore, which is so happy. I'm starting to not have like the smells that used to bother me. They don't really bother me anymore. They just smell horrible to me. They just don't make me gag. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys the bump and then wrap up this video. But anyways, this is 28 weeks and 3 days. So I'm going to tip up a bit more so you can kind of see. That is the bump for 28 weeks. I did do a bump shot for 16 weeks, but obviously I told you guys I deleted the video. Let's see if I can do from this side. Yeah, there we go. Mommy, are you finished? It's really low. And I'm wearing maternity leggings, which I've been wearing maternity clothes as well for the past weeks now, actually, like months now. I've been wearing maternity leggings because I can't fit any clothes and nothing's comfortable, and all I wear is like jumpers and like loose stuff like that. So yeah, I guess that's all the update for now. This video is going to be super duper long, like 20-minute long. I'll try to edit it down. It's 14 minutes at the moment, but I'll try to edit it down to like smaller than this. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be uploading regularly now, And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.